April 29, 1945. What would you do if the man who once played God with human life, dissecting pain, measuring death, and calling it science suddenly begged you for mercy under the same scalpel light he once used to torture others? As the sun rose over the crumbling edges of Munich, American troops of the 45th Infantry Division closed in on Dachau Concentration Camp, unaware that they were about to step into one of the most horrific chapters in human history. The air was thick with the stench of decay and burning flesh, the kind that clung to uniforms and refused to wash off. Medics moved in with shaking hands, expecting wounded soldiers. But instead, they found rows of corpses frozen in grotesque expressions, eyes open, as if still pleading for life. Deep in the camp's medical wing, a hidden basement revealed the unspeakable. Surgical instruments scattered across tables, open notebooks filled with twisted calculations, and tanks of ice water used for human survival tests. Standing amid the chaos was Dr. Heinrich Vollmer, the Nazi physician whose experiments on prisoners had pushed the boundaries of human cruelty beyond imagination. Witness accounts later described how Vollmer appeared oddly calm, adjusting his glasses as though his capture were merely an inconvenience. But when the medics found the photographs, children strapped to gurneys, lungs punctured, veins exposed for experiments in high-altitude endurance, something inside them broke. Sergeant Harlan Royce, a combat medic haunted by the screams of wounded GIs in Normandy, stared at those images until his knuckles turned white. The official command was to detain the doctor and await further orders. Yet the silence that followed was more dangerous than any battle cry. Somewhere between dusk and midnight, under the cold whisper of wind through the crematorium chimneys, the rules of engagement vanished. Vollmer was led outside past the same ditch where he had ordered prisoners buried alive during his decompression tests. A single pistol round cut through the night, clean, final, and unrecorded. When dawn came, the doctor was gone. No name, no grave, only the faint crimson stain near the barracks wall. The after-action report marked the incident as enemy resistance neutralized, though every man who signed it knew the truth. They had executed him. Years later, declassified Army archives confirmed the discovery of Vollmer's research journals but never acknowledged his death officially. Historians debate whether his execution was a crime of passion or an act of justice unbound by law. Those who were there remembered it differently. The eyes of their fallen brothers, the bodies hanging from rafters, the whispers of the dying asking, "Why?" One medic claimed that after the shot, the lights in the infirmary flickered violently, as if the souls trapped in that place were finally released. Another swore he saw shadows moving in the operating room days after, long after the camp had been cleared. The moral question still echoes through military history. When rules meet evil beyond comprehension, do they still hold? In the haunted silence of Dachau's liberation, where the screams of the past still seem to echo from the walls, one act blurred the line between soldier and avenger, between healer and executioner. Was it murder or the last necessary surgery to cut out the disease of evil itself?